from 0 to pi, because from 0 to pi that sine 3x follows the same criteria. It is always positive from 0 to pi. Okay, so I am break this interval 0 to 3 pi by 2 parts into two parts. One from 0 to pi and the other one is from pi to pi by 2, and the other is from pi to 3 by 2. Now what is the reason of breaking this into two parts? Because I see from 0 to pi sin x is always positive, and from pi to pi by 2 sin x is always negative. So they are following different characteristics. The sign of sine function is positive in one interval and it is another in pi to 3 pi by 2. So write down in pi to pi, in 0 to pi sin 3x, in 0 to pi sin 3x is always positive. In 0 to pi sin 3x is always positive. Now if sin 3x is always positive in 0 to pi, can I say f dash x is always negative from 0 to pi? From 0 to pi f dash x is always negative. So write down, then f dash x is always negative in 0 to pi, right? So it will be what? Hence the function is, hence function is decreasing in 0 to pi. So I can say that the function is decreasing in 0 to pi. Yes or no? Understood? Now we'll take the next one, that is pi to 3 pi by 2. So write down. So we will write here pi to 3 pi by 2. In pi to 3 pi by 2, sin 3x is always negative, then f dash x. So if sin 3x is negative and this negative makes positive, then f dash x is always positive. Then f x is positive, and since f dash x is always positive, I can say that the function is, what should I say, is increasing in pi to 3 pi by 2, is increasing in pi to 3 pi by 2. Everyone clear up till this step? Please write the comment, because this question is very important. Please write yes or no. I need to know for this question. Are you clear? Okay. So hence the function is increasing in pi to 3 pi by 2. Now listen very carefully. My interval was what? My interval is not 0 to 3 pi by 2. My actual interval is what? 2 pi by 2, right? Just like the previous question, what we did, we proved that we continue from 0 to pi, right? Then we at the end we prove what? That it is decreasing in 0 to pi by 2, right? If it is decreasing in 0 to pi, also decreasing in 0 to pi by 2. So at the end we need whether the function is increasing or decreasing in 0 to pi by 2 or not. That is more important. Okay. So here what I will do is, listen very carefully. In 0 to pi, now I learned that the function is decreasing in 0 to pi, right? So what I will do, so this 0 to pi is for 3x. So for x will be what? So write down. Can anybody tell me what will be for x? What will be for x? The function is decreasing in 0 to pi, but this one is for 3x. So the function is decreasing for x will be what? Tell me, what will be the interval if I consider x? Come on, I want you guys to try. Come on guys, try. No. For x will be what? Think and answer. I want everyone to think and answer. The function is decreasing from 0 to pi. This is for 3x. So for x the interval will be what? For 3x the interval is 0 to pi. For x the interval will be, come on guys, try. The function is pass. Pass. It is for 3x the interval is 0 to pi. For x will be what? Upper limit, lower limit divided by 3 is 0 to pi by 3. Simple as that. Previously it was 2x. That's why this becomes pi by 2. Now it is 3x. So pi becomes pi by 3. Am I clear everyone? Yes or no? The function is strictly decreasing in 0 to pi by 3 and increasing in Again, I will divide both by 3. What I get? That will be pi by 3 to pi by 2. Pi by 3 to pi by 2. So that's my answer. So this one is not my answer. Question number C is not my answer. Why? Because you see the interval is what? Total interval what? 0, pi by 3 and pi by 2. So from 0 to pi by 3 the function is decreasing. But from pi by 3 to pi by 2 the function is increasing. So what you can say? The question says what? We have to write all those function which is decreasing from 0 to pi by 2. But it is increasing and it is decreasing and then increasing. So this question number C option is not correct. Am I clear, everyone? Yes or no? Please tell me. Understood? Understood? Okay. Now the last one. Last one we have is tan x. D is tan x. So we have to prove whether this tan x is decreasing on 0 to pi by 2. If you have a doubt, then please go through that video which I am going to upload. Okay, so fx is equal to tan x 0 to pi by 2 on 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so Mariani done? Yes. So what we have is we have to do fx is equal to tan x. Fx is equal to tan x. We have to prove that it is strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2. So we have to prove this thing. So first we need to find the slope. So what is the slope? So differentiating with respect to x. So if I differentiate with respect to x, this becomes f dash x is equal to, what is differentiation of tan x? Differentiation of tan x is what, guys? Nahi pata. Differentiation of tan x is what? Forgot? Yes, sec square x. I hope you are seeing sec square. Yes, right. So differentiation of tan x is sec square x. Now tell me. Again, you see one thing. So look at this question and tell me, is this function increasing or decreasing? Let's see, who can tell me? Achha, this one strictly decreasing on the, I made a mistake in here, strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2. We have to prove this thing. Strictly decreasing on 0 to pi by 2. So look at the slope which we got. The slope we got as sec square x. So tell me, is this function strictly increasing or strictly decreasing? Come on guys, try. Is this function strictly increasing or strictly decreasing? Yes, very good. Sanjana got this one correct. I want everyone to... Yes, it's strictly increasing. Why? Because the square. There is a square. Sec x can be negative also, positive also. I don't care. Because there is a square of sec x. So square of any value is positive. So since my slope is always positive, so we can say here the function is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing 0 to 5. So option D is also not correct. Okay, option D is also not correct. Am I clear? I think A, achha, let me check. A is minus sin x. Yeah, A and B will be the answer. Option C and D will be wrong. Okay, they are not correct. Achha, question number 13. Let's do question number 13. Let's be, this is the last question. Question number 13 is, on which of the following intervals is the function given by fx is equal to x to the power 100 plus sin x minus 1 is strictly decreasing? So here we have to find in which of the following intervals this function is strictly decreasing. So let us find this one. Again, in order to find strictly decreasing or increasing, I need to find the slope, and in order to find the slope I need to differentiate with respect to x. So let us differentiate with respect to x. So differentiating with respect to x, so what do you get? So f x is equal to 100 x to the power 9 plus x. This is my differentiation. Okay, now the first interval, now I don't need to find the critical point. Why? Because they have given the intervals in here. So look at here. So it is strictly decreasing on 0 to 1. Okay, they are saying that the function is strictly decreasing from 0 to 1. So basically they are saying that the values from 0 to, so x values, x is an element of 0 to 1, and from 0 to 1 the function is strictly decreasing. They are saying this thing. So basically I combine and it from infinity to minus infinity, and they are saying there is a interval 0 to 1 and it is what, decreasing, strictly decreasing or not. So tell me guys, from 0 to 1, is this function decreasing? From 0 to 1, is that function strictly decreasing? Yes or no? Acha, fine. Tell me one by one. Tell me one thing. 100x to the power 99. If you take any values of x between 0 to 1, you take 0.1, you take 0.5, you take 0.9, you take any values between 0 and 1, will 100x to the power 99 will ever be negative? Yes or no? Come on, tell me guys, will it ever be negative? Where will it be negative? I am talking about all the values. Look at here, 100, 0.2 to the 99, will it be negative? No. 0.1 to the power 99, will it be negative? No. I am telling you all those values of x between 0 to 1, 100x to the power 99 will never be negative, right? 100, 0.9 to the 99. Am I clear? Yes or no? Yes or no? They will always give you positive values, right? Am I clear? Understood? Between 0 to 1, are you getting any negative number? No. So how can this be negative? Understood? Am I clear? Now tell me cos x. About cos x. Cos 0 is how much? Can anybody take cos 0 degrees is equal to how much? Cos 0 degree is equal to how much? It's 1, right? Cos 1 is how much? Cos 1 is how much? Look, cos 9 is 0. Cos 60 is what? Half. Cos 30 is what? Root 3 by 2. So cos 1, which is very very close to 0, right? It will be something equal to 1. Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, tell me. Cos 1 degree will be something equal to 1. Even with the help of calculator you solve. Cos 1 you will get something about 0.99 something. So it is positive, right? Come on guys, tell me. Yes, very much. Yeah, that's right. So what do you see? 100x to the power 99 and cos x both are positive in the interval 0 to 1. So that will not be answer. So write down, since 100x to the 99 plus cos x is always positive in 0 to 1, so the function is increasing. So the function is increasing in 0 to 1. So this is not the answer. Here they have asked you the decreasing ones. Okay, am I clear? Sanjana, why cannot be negative? Yes or no? Please tell me. Why cannot be negative? 100. Yes. Now tell me the next one. Now next one is what? Pi by 2 to pi. Now next interval. Achha, let me write in here. We should write in here. The first interval was what? 0 to 1. Now b is what? Pi by 2 to pi. Again. Achha, what is the value of pi? What is the value of pi? Pi value 3.14, right? Pi value is 3.14. So if I tell what is pi by 2? So pi by 2 you will tell me it is 157. Pi by 2 is 1.57. Even with your help your calculator you find out, you will get this answer. Pi by 2 is 1.57. So both are positive, right? So again, if I draw a number line, so I am dealing with minus infinity and the range is what? Between 1.57 or we can say pi by 2 to pi. Understood? Yes or no? This is my range we are talking about. So we have to check whether the function is strictly decreasing in this range or not. So now look at here. 100 to 99. So if I put another one, cos x. Now tell me one by one. 100, will it ever be negative for any value of x between 1.57 and 3.14? Tell me fast. If I take any value of x, between 1.57 and 3.14, will I get 100x to the 99? Will it ever be negative? No, it will never be negative. Why? Because they are positive numbers, right? Okay, they are positive numbers. How come the negative will come? Now next thing, cos x. Now I will not values. Now I will take sign. In pi by 2 to pi, cos x is positive or not? Cos x is positive or negative? Between pi by 2 to pi, cos x is negative or positive? Guys, tell me fast. It's negative. Very good. It's negative. Cos x is negative in second quadrant. Pi by 2 to pi is second quadrant. Cos x is negative. But look at here. But listen very carefully. So what we see is that this one will break it out and write 100. We'll break it and write 100 to the 9 is always positive in pi 2, right? Then we'll write cos x is always negative in pi by 2 to pi. So now we are in a dilemma. So what we'll do? Now we have a problem. So the problem will solve by doing this. What is the maximum and minimum value of cos x? I already told you the minimum value of cos is -1 and the maximum of cos is 1, right? But you see a very interesting thing in here. 100 x to the power 99. If my x is 1, 1 is less than 1.7, right? If my x is 1, it gives us 100. But if my x is 1.57, will it be more than 100 or will it be less than 100? If I have 1.57 to the 99, will it be more than 100 or will it be less than 100? It will be it will be more, right? And if it is more than 100, this one is more than 100. So cos x is nothing. It's like David and Goliath, right? So cos x is just nothing. Okay, it's not even close to a thumb of this 100x to the 99. You clear? Yes or no? So 100x to the 99 is so big that the negativeness of cos x does not matter. He is so positive. It's like 100x to the 99 is the sun and cos x is the, what should I say, Pluto. It's like that, which is no more the planet, of our solar system. Am I clear? Have you got my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? Am I clear? So write down then no, not right then. The 100x to 99 is greater than 6 for all x element of pi 2 to pi. This one is very, very important. 100x to 99 greater than cos x for all x element of pi by 2 to pi. So if this one is greater, so it means what? F dash x is always positive. So x is always positive. And if f dash x is always positive, what we can say? The function is increasing from pi by 2 to pi. Am I clear? Yes or no? So this is increasing from pi by 2 to pi. Understood? Okay? Clear? So this one is also not the correct answer. This one is also not the correct answer. So let us do the question number C. So question number C is last question of the day. Achha, you are having so many maths classes, you are feeling tortured, right? Tomorrow I will not take. Tomorrow you will have some other class. Achha, 0 to pi by 2. So now we have the new interval, that is 0 to pi by 2. Now this one you guys tell me. This one you guys tell me. X is 100 x to the power 9 plus cos x. Tell me guys, will it be increasing or decreasing from 0 to pi by 2? Do it yourself and tell me now. Come on. From 0 to pi by 2, will it be negative, positive? Jaldi bolo. Very good, Sanjana. Yes, that's right. 0 to pi by 2, one thing, it always will be positive because there is no negative number between 0 to pi by 2. And another one, 0 to pi by 2 means first quadrant. and in first quadrant cos x is always positive, so the entire thing is positive, and since the entire thing is positive, the function is increasing, so the option will be D. Everyone clear? Yes or no? Understood? So write down in here. So write down, since 100x to 9 plus x is always positive, for all x element of 0 to pi by 2. It's always positive for all x 0 to element of 0 to pi by 2. The function is increased in 0 to pi. So my actual answer will be none of these. I hope it's clear. Okay, so I think that's it for